Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Tell me, are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world! Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black Business.
I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business. I am Black Business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black Business. I am Black Business. Are you Black Business? I am Black Business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black Business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black Business.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world.
Good afternoon, business owner, entrepreneurs, thought leaders, and corporations. Welcome to the Black Business Network. My name is Dr. Novella Jackson. I am your business moderator for this afternoon on the Black Business Network. The Black Business Network is a 24-hour business network showcasing Black businesses, Black owners, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders worldwide. We have speakers from North Carolina, London, Singapore, Africa, Japan, and cities all over the United States. The Black Business Network is a global community sharing its business knowledge to entrepreneurs, inspire and educate businesses about business. Our first keynote speaker, building your brand around storytelling, is Zaakirah Muhammad. She is a creative strategist and author of Seeing Life Through a Different Lens, a survivor's memoir of overcoming adversity with resilience. She also hosts her own podcast called See Life Different. Zaakirah Muhammad has more than 10 years of professional photography and branding experience. She empowers marginalized people to step outside of their comfort zone through visual storytelling. She helps entrepreneurs to confidently and consistently grow their brands through creative marketing. Zaakirah empowers and supports the growth of minority-owned business. She has overcome many challenges, including cancer, autoimmune disease, to establish herself as an innovative voice in the branding and marketing industry. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Zaakirah Muhammad.
Jazz hands. Thank you for the warm welcome, Dr. Jackson.
So, I guess we're going to do the dialogue. So tell me a little bit about yourself and this whole concept that you come up with, see life different?
Yes, thank you for asking. I'm glad we can kick it off with a bang. So, my name is Zaakirah Muhammad, and Zaakirah is Arabic for the hereafter or the afterlife. And on my brand, occasionally you'll see me use my middle name, which is Nayar, which is actually also Arabic for bright light. When I was 6 months old, a rare childhood eye cancer called retinoblastoma was detected by the flash of a light through a camera. A photograph my mother took of me. I was a newborn baby, and my mom was just casually taking a picture like she does of her newborn baby. But then she saw a white glow instead of a red glow. And so that began the journey of basically just adversity because that defined me as a cancer survivor because at 9 months old I was under the knife having surgery to have the tumor removed from my right eye. So seeing life differently, seeing life through different lens, it's a play on all of the avenues of life, right? Literally because I see you through one eye, like a photographer's eye, but also because I have my experience as a photographer aside also from being saved by a photograph and a camera. So that's where See Life Different came about.
Okay, so with that, how did you take that and develop that into even more so your message that is not just your own, but something that now is that you're giving to others, to the world as we speak?
Absolutely. So the idea initially began as the podcast idea came first. So first it was a podcast, and then became the name of the book, Seeing Life Through a Different Lens. So of course, we have short-term memory. Sometimes we can remember small 3 to 5 words, right? So then what happens is, as I'm growing along my journey as a creative, as a photographer, as a world traveler, I tend to have conversations and attract women who come to me really wanting to know how can they really see life differently, shift their mindset to be more positive, to really be that creative, that writer, that author, that artist that they've always wanted to be. And so that's also the other aspect of it, of being able to shift your mindset to see life positively, see your business positively, see things differently. So not just for me having molecular vision, not just for me having a creative vision as a photographer, but also bringing that same love and shifting that positivity and kindness into other marginalized people.
Okay. So when you work with these individuals that you would term marginalized, what have been some of the successes that you've seen from doing that that mirror something that they didn't even realize was there?
Yeah, I think what happens is we get so caught up in life, right? We're robotic. We'll wake up, we'll go to sleep, and repeat, right? Just like rinse and repeat. And so what happens is, as life goes on, sometimes we just kind of forget about that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old that was drawing, that was getting in trouble in school for talking too much, that really had a gift for seeing people through any kind of lens, whether it's film, whether it's photography. And so 9 out of 10 times it's that initial conversation. Who were you when you were the ages of 7 through 13, and how can we strip down really to get back to the root of you?
Okay. So in doing that, is when you're working with, you say you work with women within that group that you've identified as your need, do you find that are you counseling them? Are you mentoring? Or are you doing more coaching with them? What does that look like for them?
Yes, so it really does vary, of course. It varies on who I talk to and who I serve, right? So a lot of times it definitely begins on um, what was the initial reason that they came to me, right? So let's say, for example, that there is a woman who has wanted to publish a book. So depending on what she would come to me for. So initially, it's usually to me of she already has the book idea. She's kind of drafted it, in whatever note taking app or notebook that she has. And but then, she'll look up and take a break one day, scroll social media, see me online and say, "Oh, she put a book out. How can I do that? I'm so paralyzed. I'm stuck by fear. I'm stagnant. I'm scared. How can I really, take action?" So that's normally the first step, mindset, right? We'll have that conversation of, okay, what's really not working as well as you wanted to. What's stopping you, right? And then the next part of those conversations does come the branding, right? The branding part. So do you want to be the face of your brand? Do you not want to be the face of your brand? And if you are going to be the face of your brand, what's that going to entail? What message do you want to portray? So actually, I'm going to pull my book out as an example. So for me, this is the cover. So feel free to screenshot it, take a picture of it. Yes, it's on Amazon. So seeing life through a different lens, I intentionally chose to be on the cover because what happens is there's a part of equity, there's a part of diversity, there's a part of inclusiveness, there's a part of accessibility. I want other little brown girls to be able to see that, oh, she survived cancer, I can too, right? So also there's a theme playing around of the color purple. Yes, go ahead and sing the song Purple Rain. That's all right too. So, but we understand just how powerful the color purple is. So that's the next phase, right? And then of course the third and final stage is how to market, tell your story out there, right? We've already done the work to get through and narrow down how you want to tell your story in a way that articulate the adversity that you've been through in a way that really resonates and gives a sense of release and ease to others. And now we're going to package up that story to tell it on the Black Business Network, for example. So that's just one of the ways, just how it gets started.
Okay. So I want to go back a little bit because you talked a little bit about yourself and your autoimmune disorder. But one, I like to know it, hearing it as you can remember from your mother's perspective when she spotted that um, in your eye. What was that like? That journey to bring you to, and then you talk about the little girl. What was the little girl that you see now? What was she like? Because I want to go also too into how that became a part of building your story. But I'd like to hear that backstory of that, just a little bit of that, of knowing, so readers know it's like, wow, because I know this is part of what you help tell others.
Yeah. So the story does begin with my mother because she was the writer first and foremost. So what's unique about seeing life through a different lens, the book is it is my mother in the book too. She's actually telling her side of the story. So we literally go in chronological order. And so basically she was the writer first and foremost. She was the one who was journaling throughout the journey from pregnancy to spotting the white glow to the surgery to you know uh, still proceeding as a newborn and toddler, right? Going through all of the changes. So that's really does where it starts of one just kind of being able to utilize writing as a sense of release, as a sense of ease first and foremost. And then I think the story just does develop once I too was introduced to a camera at the age of 5. So then I have a different aspect or view of storytelling, the photographic way, right? Because then I get introduced to it was a Kodak Polaroid camera to then document everything that I see. Right. I think there is this joke that's it's a story that's mentioned in the book too, where in pre-K, pre-kindergarten, I was not really talking to people. I spoke very, very well. I just didn't want to talk to people. So then I was introduced to photographing. This is before I was really, really writing. So I was introduced to the camera, and so the camera literally became my voice. And so that initial start, it definitely started with my mom. Kudos to my mom for writing, for storytelling, for advocating, and that's really, really what it takes to really be able to confidently tell your story.
Wow. You mentioned too, created by any means necessary. Which one was first and why did you have that pivot or shift?
Yes. So basically, creative. by any means necessary is really just the observation of, between the many women that I've worked with, between the many creative lives that I have. No matter where I tend to take my skill set, no matter where my life tends to take me, it's always through a means of storytelling. So
That-
let's see, I was introduced to a camera at the age of 5, and so I've been through various different kinds of cameras. And then by the time I was in middle school, I was introduced to a digital camera that had filming capability. So I'm still storytelling, but now it's, technology improved, I improved my skill set. And then fast forward to post post school, and I get introduced to um, let's see, how do I explain this? So film was still coming out, digital videography was still a big thing, but then you're able to utilize editing tool to separate the video from the audio. That was the initiation of podcasting. So you can go from, you know writing to photography to film to podcasting. So it's just like, any artist can paint on the canvas, on the app, uh, on a wall, right? As long as, when technology improve, when the realms of, telling your story improve, that's how your journey, follows you.
Okay. I know a lot of individuals, they hear in speaking, becoming authors or coaches and consultants, they always hear that it's about telling a story. And then you package that around branding. Why is storytelling, the true storytelling that you voice, so important? And how is that packaged in this whole branding arena?
Yes, and I really love the fact that you said true storytelling, right? Because we all know that media can truly, truly persuade, depending on how you use it, right? So storytelling is really that story within you. The only thing that people cannot take away from you, right? Your experiences, people cannot take that away from you. So that's where it initially begins of, okay, now that I've worked on the mindset, now that I understand that the reason why I went through what I went through was to grow through it so that I can look back. I love to refer, the Sankofa, which basically means to look back, reach back. So you can do the same thing and realize that your story, you're not alone with your story, no matter how deep or how painful it was. But also know that as soon as you get it out there, you're creating something new. You're always creating no matter which aspect of your story you do tell. So being able to brand it, you are your brand, basically. Even if you don't want to be the face of your brand, your story, your face, your unique fingertips are all a part of your brand. So that's how we're able to then package it up to that's what branding is, being able to tell your own story, and that's not anything people can take away from you.
So, what would you want your legacy to be?
That's my favorite question. I'm so glad you asked that because that's one of my favorite ways to end my podcast, See Life Different. I have over 100 episodes now, and the common theme is very similar. But for me, I want my legacy to be that I have empowered you. I have empowered anyone that I am, blessed to be cross paths with to confidently tell their stories, step outside of their comfort zone, and fulfill every single desire that that 7 to 13-year-old had. And do that and with no regrets because that's your purpose. It's gonna keep calling you until you actually take action and do something and listen to the podcast or purchase the book or something.
So, do you work with individuals virtually or in person? Do you go to events? Do you do um, groups or workshops? How do you find your audience and you work with the individual?
Yes. So what's unique about me, I'm sure you're probably looking at my face and it's like, how old is she? I don't know how old she is. And so I'm that millennial that was, before technology and after technology and during technology, right? So I was really introduced to, yes, that old school world of in-person networking, that old school world of public speaking in person. So it's a little bit of both. Like most of my Facebook network, I actually know the people. So that's literally where it starts. It starts with the in-person connection. But technology is not going anywhere anytime soon. So places like the Black Business Network, being able to network and get yourself out there, confidently say yes to, telling your story, and start there first. So I do work with women, and most of the women that come to me are those that want to tell their story through any creative means necessary. However, they're just not at that point um, to know what is that key to really unlock all of it, and really catapult them to the next level in their life. So it is both in person, it is both virtually. Of course, here we are at the end of a pandemic that has lasted a few years. So most things going forward are going to be both virtual and in person.
Okay. What about your unique voice? What is it?
Yeah, your unique voice is the unique adversity that you've been through. So, for example, you did briefly mention it, and I realized I probably almost skipped over it. But I also am a woman with polycystic ovarian syndrome, which
Mm,
is yeah, it's grateful that you know about it. But for those who don't know about it, it's like all of the things. It's truly autoimmune because it can affect your voice. Which is part of the reason why my voice is so deep. It can affect your hair growth, whether you have a lot of it or maybe none, or it most popularly affects fertility, whether or not you can or cannot have a child. So for me, that's a really unique storytelling point, right? Because also, what's kind of, as far as research goes, as far as maternal health goes, um, there's still more research to be done, but we're trying to discover the connection between my cancer, retinoblastoma, and also the secondary cancer, which is the autoimmune diseases. So being able to have that unique experience of, I choose to be holistic. I choose holistic health, holistic nutrition, holistic mindfulness, right? To be able to continue to thrive and be that confident creative that I am for other women, right? So having gone through a lot of things medically is really one of those aspects of my unique storytelling that I can be able to tell and raise awareness for and utilize that to grow my brand. Just as one example.
okay. What else would you want people to know about you and about your business? And how could they find you?
Absolutely. So definitely go to zaakirahnayar.com. ZAAKIRAHNAYYAR.com. And that's the perfect place to start, because I do want to empower you to truly step outside of your comfort zone, to truly start operating in the zone that you're meant to be. Right now, well, you're a superwoman, you're a superhuman being. You're so used to doing all of the things, right? Especially as you work in corporate, where you kind of need to push through to do all of the things because you want to climb that next ladder. You want to be seen. You want to be heard. And so I want you to be able to utilize, no matter which realm of ways that I can serve you, connect with you the most. I definitely want you to take action, whether it is through the book. Definitely check out the book, Seeing Life Through a Different Lens, A Survivor's Memoir on Overcoming Adversity with Resilience. Start there. It's a 3-hour audiobook. It's a very short read. And then once you're done with that, pick from one of the 100 episodes on the podcast, which is completely free. It's audio and video. And then once you're ready, I'm happy to step on a consultation call to really take a look. Let's get some clarity. Let's clear up what is that one route that you want to take that will take you to that next level, so that you're also living with joy and have nothing but joy from here on out.
You stole my word.
Yes, I did. On purpose. Because it's so relatable. Who doesn't want joy and freedom and happiness? You
I
know?
I am so elated to be graced to be on the stage with you, just to hear, because I would have never thought that the way you projected the story that was going to come out like this. And I'm just like, oh wow, seeing life differently. I'm like, that right there, just the words there alone, it has so much power. And then when someone really gets into the meat and they really hear, it's like, oh my gosh, if it doesn't touch a part of you to help bring out that inner self, that inner creativity, then I don't know what to say because then, like I said, the mindset and all that, it's just not going to fall in line. But projecting it through your true storytelling, and which is so, I mean, I can't see you being more visual than that. You know, if a person it's just, they can just imagine that, seeing life differently. What does that really mean? And how does that impact yourself? Because you are your brand and affecting everything you do personally and professionally. I love the way you just package that up and having this beautiful story and just taking, as they say, taking lemons and you made lemonade. In my case, I always tell people, I said, well, if I don't have lemons and I've got lime, I make margaritas.
That part, that part. Yes, I think that's really exactly like you said, being able to package it up. I mean, it's been uh, officially over two decades of just combining entrepreneurship and technology. I'm blessed to also be a second generation entrepreneur. I grew up seeing my mom and dad just really be advocates in the Black community specifically too, and so really being able to package that up into those three things of mindset, right? Being able to holistically manage my mindset and then being able to package that up in a way that, okay, now that I know that my purpose is bigger than me, let me utilize that and confidently tell my story. And then, now here we are, technology. We got to utilize innovation and utilize it in a way to tell our stories, no matter what that is, whether it is through a book or a podcast or consulting, no matter what it is. So, yeah.
Yes, well, Miss Kira, it's been my pleasure, and I look forward to opportunity. You and I just continue talking, and I pray and believe there's others out there that who have listened or get the opportunity to hear this message. Hopefully, they will glean something as well and say, "Wow, wait a minute, wait. There's there. I know someone that can benefit from her. You know, just hearing that story, and even also to picking up branding strategies to really propel their business into a way that truly does make it unique because it is unique. Whether people realize or not, no matter what your business is, no one can do what you do because they're not you.
That
And
part.
if they are, then please find it. Anybody with the same DNA, they're still different. So that makes each one of us unique. And each one of us need to walk into the uniqueness that God created in us. So I thank you. Um, Once again, drop that link and how people can reach you.
Absolutely. Yeah. So first I want to share a different link too, because I am social. If you are social, definitely take a look at See Life Different. You'll see the podcast probably show up first and foremost. But you can also search for Zaakirah Nayar at Nayyar in between the Muhammad, because that's my middle name. And I'm definitely social. So let me know your takeaways. Let me know that you saw this. Let me know what your favorite part was. Let me know what part was like, okay, as of now, this is what I'm going to do. I've been sitting on this idea and now I'm going to do this. So I can't wait to hear from you and I can't wait to see in what way you see life differently.
Okay. So that just about wraps up this session. Um, see what else we have here. Just to everyone else that's been in we had some earlier technical difficulties, but we have resolved those and just working through those. Just, it's always that challenge. That's the thing about technology. You will have those challenges. I don't care how great you are. You will have them. I have them. Well, quite frequently, like, the weather, can't control that, and no other router. So what do? So
Pivot,
you just
shift your mindset.
you shift, you do a quick shift, and I've had to do that many times. So
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
I guess with that, once again, here it was a pleasure having you today, and look forward to you in the future. And thank you so much for being a part of Black Business Network,
Thank you for having me.
Business Olympic, and we look forward to seeing you. At this time, the Black Business Expo mission is to raise funds for high school seniors going into college or K through 12 entrepreneurs. This expo is a fundraiser for students you may go to